All right, we're going to continue our game of Satisfactory with episode 2. So I've landed in the forest. I've just barely started the game. See what do we have for inventory. I haven't built any factory buildings at all yet. We're still just at the very start of the game here. So I want to get chainsaws going. So what do I need? I need a bunch of screws, a little bit more cable, a little bit more concrete. Okay. And we're still at the stage where we're doing it all by hand. So I think I've got copper over here. I guess I picked that flower recently. Need to make some more of these portable miners. Fill this up with a whole bunch of them. Okay, that should be plenty of copper ore. So I've just built a man and the hub, and I haven't even built a workbench thing yet, or whatever you call it. What do you call it? I haven't started the space elevator, haven't built a crafting bench or an equipment workshop. I believe this counts as a crafting bench right here, yeah. I haven't built the equipment workshop. So what I would like to do is make it to where I can make chainsaws. That's actually my favorite thing to feed to the awesome sink is chainsaws. They're pretty cheap, and yet they give you a lot of tickets. So I need to make a what is it again? I need to make an equipment workshop. I need to finish the technology for chainsaws and get going on that. Actually, I really need the equipment workshop because I need to build more miners. That's the smart way to do it. So let's see what happens if I try to build it up in the workshop. Do I have the stuff to do it? Oh, I do have the stuff. So we'll just put it over here. Next to the man. And you don't even have to go inside to the correct side. You can do it from the outside. So we're going to make these portable miners. I can make 6 of them. That's a great thing to do. Make those and go put them on the iron beds. Alright, so we're done with that. We'll run over here and put them down. The shifting shadows there made me think there was a creature, but there is not. But put things in my hands. So let's start listening. Let them get going. You know what, if I can't break down this little node thing, now that I've got the miners on there, it'll be easy to see this thing. I like keeping the little node there just because it makes it more visible. And I think I have one more of these. Here's those places up here. Yeah, another iron there. Might as well break down that node to remember that it's here. And I'm going to go make a few more of these miners. Forget what it requires to build those. Let's see here. To make a portable miner, I need 2 iron plate and 4 iron rods. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, this is going to be a little, well, these guys have already filled up. So let's go harvest their stuff. Six is a ton. I'm going to keep just 600. So now what I'm going to do is very boring, and we'll cut it out of the stream. I am going to turn all my plants into biomass. First I'll make biomass leaves, biomass wood, and then I think those will let me make the next thing is I'm going to turn all my iron and all my copper into iron ingots and copper ingots, and then I'm going to make a bunch of iron plates and wire. And instead of making you watch all that, I'm just going to turn off the recording right now and do these things, and I'll come back when everything's upgraded. So this will be about 20 minutes for me, and it'll be just seconds for you. But here we go. Okay, we've upgraded all those ores into more useful things. And I've turned all my leaves and stuff into biomass. So now we've got more good stuff here. Let's see. Well, I can finish off the cable. I don't have enough to finish off the other things. Let's see, what else were we gonna do? We were gonna... We can make a whole bunch of these portable miners. I can make up to 50 of them. Let's make some. Maybe we're gonna make 20. Yeah, 20, I can spread those around. Pretty good. Okay, there we are. Let's go place those. Not sure if there's anything that I have to fight over here really. Blow up this little piece on top here. Yeah. There's somebody in here. I think I'm gonna place at least 6 here. Maybe, yeah, 6 is probably good to start. Get that going. Yeah, I'm grabbing more plants after converting the huge map that I have, but I just like getting them out of the way so I can see what's going on. Place 6 here. Place another 6 here. And that leaves me with 2 that I wanted to put on the place where I had my copper before. I'm not sure exactly which direction it is. Maybe we get this thing out and it might be where copper is. So there's some right here. I started with 4 machines that I put on my copper. Oh, that's a... Oh wait, what that is, that right there. So we'll get them up to 6 like everybody else. Go ahead and get rid of this lump thing here. And a bit stuck there. Put it back in the mouth. So now I'm going when I harvest resources, I'm going to try to do everything in 600 at a time. Multiples of 300. There's 200 more to be quick there. I have 600 copper ore. Have a little box down here that I'm going to dump some of this biomass in because I certainly don't need to be carrying it all around. And in fact, I like to dump just all the plant stuff here and the hog remains here. So I'll just use this box for organic stuff that comes from this planet. And then that leaves my inventory all freed up to handle the minerals. Oh, there's another resource node over there. So let's see, iron. I have no iron. I should go get 1,200 or 1,800 iron. How much of the inventory do I get? I am going to just grab a whole bunch of this stuff. Why not? So there's 600. We can grab another 1,200 here. It's getting pretty full. You know what? Maybe we'll grab up to 600 on the rock. We'll call it a day. We'll come back and I'll upgrade all this stuff off camera into you know, more useful things. Now some of these stupid plants here, they're really quite thick in the forest. Put that 50, I like having, like I said, even 600. No, dang it. Okay. So I have 600 copper ore, I think 1200 iron ore, 600 limestone. I'm just going to go put all that stuff into more useful form, make it all into concrete and, you know, keep these duplicates. We'll upgrade my little bit of stupid plants here too. So yeah, we're gonna, what do I need to make over here? Need to make a little bit of concrete and a whole bunch of screws. Make sure I have enough to finish that off. So yeah, I'm gonna start pounding away at this stuff, and we will stop the camera and come back after it's all done. Okay, we've upgraded all the stuff now into much better stuff. So let's, first of all, I'm going to dump this stuff over here. Come over here, we'll finish off whatever this needs. A little bit of that. Okay. So now we will be able to make
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun.
All right, contractually mandated. All right, so we've got that now. What's the next thing I want to add? Probably all the foundations and things. So we will select this milestone, pretty easy one to achieve. And then I can start building actual factory stuff. So the little pod comes back in a minute and a half. The only thing I need for this is a little bit more concrete. So we run over to the rocks and get some more rocks going. I think I can also build, well, not the man, I don't want to be there, I want to build some more of these miners. So I could build 10 more, let's make 6 more. Okay, we have 6 more miners. We'll go put them somewhere. So I think that's copper over there. Looks like we have another rock place over here. Let's go get it going. So is there any creatures over here defending it? That's the question. I see a couple way over there. But maybe they won't bother me over here. I'll get rid of this thing first. Put the miners in the hand. these guys. Looks like they're defending the land there. These guys will usually defend resources and then some of the better pathways. So there's some chance that maybe over there is a drop pod. They like to defend stuff like that quite a bit. Kind of want to sneak around here and see what there is over here. It's another rock outlet here. Oops. Yeah, that one's dead. You hit me pretty good there. And he's dead. So, where did the body part go? Did I pick it up? I only have one of them. There's still one laying out here somewhere. There it is. I'm unclear if I've already taken off the resource nodule on top here. Looks like I have, but this is just a blank field. So I need to get 6 more, I need to get 6 more things to put down here. So I'm wounded pretty decently from killing those 2 guys, but I'll heal up pretty quick. Especially if I get another load of stuff to look at on my workbench. That takes quite a bit of time. Well, I'm not seeing any drop pod action here. But there might be something in here with these 2 guys defending it. Certainly a lot more leads. Grief. Six. 900 rock, which will make a nice round amount of. Okay, I do want to go make six more miners if I can. I just like putting the miners down on the resource nodes because it makes them show up a little bit better as I'm walking around. I can say, oh yeah, there's something there. It's really easy to start building foundations and then covering up resource nodes and not realizing that you have. So I like to mark them all. So because eventually I'm going to pave over this whole valley basically and build factory on it. But I want the resource nodes to stand out, if that makes sense. Okay, so to make more of these, I need. Oh, I can make 196 more of them. Good lord. Let's just make. Let's make like 18 more. We'll make 18 and then we'll go put 6 more on the stone place where I've got 6 right now, and then I'll put 12 on the stone place where I don't have anything out right now. 11, 12, 13. Just stop it at 18 when I get to it. Okay. I'm stuck on the rock here. Over here. Nice. Getting a hit. This doesn't look to be as big of a spot. get like 3 more. So I don't quite have enough concrete, but almost. And I can fill up the rest of these things. So I need to make just a little bit of concrete, and I can do this. So making concrete goes actually quite quickly. And then I've got just a little bit of plant stuff to upgrade. Tell you what, we'll grab the plant out of here. I'll drop off those guys. $400 concrete I can make here. So it does it 3 chunks at a time. It goes pretty quick, but we will go ahead and upgrade all the stuff that I can upgrade and come back. Okay, so we've upgraded all our stuff. I even went and grabbed all my biomass stuff out of the chest and upgraded that because we have a new higher level of that we can reach. But now we can go put all that stuff back in here because we don't need it clean at all. So we have a lot of fuel now. So when I get around to making a power station, we'll have a lot that can power it up. Okay, so now what do we have here? Lots of good stuff. I think we can send off whatever it was over here. Just need a little bit of concrete, and we've got 400 concrete. Okay, so now we will be able to build all these.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Okay. So tier 1. We've got the base building, we've got the field research. I just need logistics to finish it up. That's all kind of good stuff. Tier 2, I need quite a lot of stuff here to finish this up. See, I could go straight to logistics 2, apparently. I think we'll go ahead and just finish off tier 1 here. This thing will be back in a minute, but I think what I want to do is start thinking about where to make a big foundation. And I can make a chainsaw. Actually, let's go make a chainsaw and then start chopping stuff down. So, just a little bit more reinforced iron plate. Just 2 more pieces. Okay. I'll make 2 pieces of reinforced iron plate. I'll make a chainsaw. So reinforced iron plate. Let's make 2 pieces. Okay. Let's make a chainsaw. Just enough. Okay. And chainsaws are kind of fun. They will use power. I left a little bit of biofuel in my inventory. My chainsaw will slowly use that stuff up, but pretty slowly. But now I can chop down all these trees, clear the land. And this is great fun. Oh, there's a guy. Okay, let's get my weapon back in my hand. And start with this guy. So he did 4 points of damage to me. What's he protecting over here? Just the water. The water is another resource. That's probably what it's protecting. Get the chainsaw back in my hand. Actually, you can do it. You can have them both in your hand and use the lower button on the mouse if you're on a computer. So you can grab the plants just with your hands. You can use the chainsaw to cut down trees, and they will also cut down any plants nearby. I'm not sure if that uses more fuel, so I think it probably would. So I'd rather take the plants out with my hands and then cut down the trees with the chainsaw. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I don't want to use any fuel that I don't need to use. That's kind of my idea. Okay. Like I cut down that tree, chainsaws, they have 2 settings. They can be in single mode where they only cut down what you're actually cutting down, or it can be in area mode where it cuts down anything kind of nearby too. So cutting down trees very rapidly fills up your inventory with sticks and leaves. And the trees, as far as I know, don't grow back. They don't grow back very quickly, at least. So I like doing this because it really opens up the land and you can see what's going on. It gets rid of all the shady spots, and getting rid of the bushes is very good because the stupid little critters tend to hide in them quite a lot. There's another thing. Hey, it's hitting me pretty good here. It's got my number. There. Back to my chainsaw. And luckily, the big plants falling on you do not hurt you. Seems like they probably should, but they don't. Yeah, the stuff in the forest is kind of ridiculous. Trees and bushes. Alright, so we're getting a pretty good chunk of land cleared out here finally. And maybe just do a little bit more. Sure, filling up my inventory pretty good there. And we'll start making that foundation from which we will eventually build our factory. Look at this, one of those little birds that likes to pretend that it's our flower. Slowly climb from way down here. But it's all bushy. Had previously played on, they recommend you play your first game in the plains, and it's not like this at all. But the plains also, the resources are more spread out. Like this is way better. So if you look at my inventory, when I started this, I had, I think, 180 of this solid biofuel. So just the stuff I've cut down already has taken me five units of biofuel to power the chainsaw to do that, which is not excessive at all or anything. But We will eventually need to get more biofuel to keep the chainsaw going, but all this stuff that I've cut down will probably make, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of biofuel, so it's not really a problem. Let's get this thing all cleared off. So much stuff. Not too close to getting my inventory full yet, so. It's nice to get this cleared out though. That's interesting. Yeah, so the caves have things in them. So they'll actually have some tougher creatures that I don't want to face sometimes. But yeah. So it's nice to know that there is an opening here. Right underneath where this so I'll come back and explore that later when I'm a little more prepared. Okay. I have a cat trying to get onto my computer right now. Okay, we're gonna start making start making some foundations. So the weird thing with foundations, you got these different thicknesses, but they cost the same amount of resources. They cost 5 concrete and 2 iron plates. Doesn't matter how thick you make the foundation. So I don't know if it's better to make a really thin, low foundation, or if making a thicker one gets you anything. But I'm gonna start low here and make the thick foundations. So, and you can you can put the foundation anywhere. You can push the control button to make the foundation snap to the world grid. There's a world grid that, so everything that you build will line up. So I'm just gonna make a big foundation, big flat spot here, and fill it in with stuff later. You can see that I started in the hole, kind of, so now some of the grass here is sticking out through the foundation, which is fine. But that'll give me a starting point to, basically I'm going to pave over practically the entire world. That should stop these bushes from regrowing. And it'll give me a nice flat spot where I can line up all the factory components I need. Clear the land and put it in the factory. So it's hard for me to estimate how long this video will be, since I'm cutting out all the, all the parts of where I did that work at the workbench. So I think after a little bit more clearing here with column episode 2 here. Put those together and see how long that video comes out. Might be a little too long, I'm not sure. My goal is to make episodes that are about an hour long at most, and I think I'm probably well over it right there. So just a little bit more clearing here. Weird bird. So they pretend that they're flowers and hope little bugs will land in their mouth. And they're very cute. And as far as I can tell, you can't do anything with them. I could be wrong. Okay, I feel like we cleared off the area here. So my next step will be to get a bunch of concrete and just finish paving this all over. So I've cleared off this area. I've got we'll start on the paving project. And what have I got in my inventory now? Well, almost got my inventory full here, so I'll turn all this stuff into more biofuel, which will be quite a ton. So we'll go back over to here, and we will call this the end of this episode. In between episodes, I'll turn all this stuff into biofuel one. What we got over here. I can go ahead and launch this thing. I've got enough to do the logistics. It's done.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fixit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in, visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out, feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Their little messages are so weird. So that's a good stopping spot. We've unlocked all of Tier 1, and now we can finish up on Tier 2. We got 4 things left to unlock here. Next thing I really want to get going is the Awesome Shop and the Awesome Sink. And then I think this thing lets you upgrade your weapon to a gun. So that'll be my next thing to do. Anyway, that'll come back in a few minutes. And in the meantime, we'll end this video and I will upgrade all this stuff in my inventory here, which was quite a bit. And thank you for watching.